Hi everyone, welcome to the second video of my Galactic Civilizations 3 Beta 1 Let's Play, playing as the Altarian civilization. So in the previous video, if I'm completely honest, we didn't get off to an amazing start. The reason for that being that we're not actually in a very good part of the map. We're right down in the bottom left hand side, and there isn't too many stars down here. And the stars that I've already explored haven't shown to have many habitable planets. The only habitable planet was this one here, and I've already colonized that. If I'm going to get more planets than just those two and that one down there, I'm going to have to try and explore up here and up here, I believe. But to do that, I've got to get some ships, and ships with range to be exact. And I'm probably going to be focusing on colony ships first. So I think in a not too distant future I'm going to be making an odd ship or two. But before I do that, I think I might want to change my production round a slight bit. So on Altaria, I'm actually going to switch this over to research. I think I should get a growth building up here just to make sure my population is growing at a decent amount. So let's do that. Now I want to keep my approval over 100 as well. So I'll put that on 3.1, let's say, down there. And that basically keeps the big bonuses to approval there, the 50% ones. I think Stardoc's planning on changing how this works slightly at some stage, because if you go a tiny bit under 100% approval, it dips it by 10%, and all of the modifiers to it actually reduce it by quite a bit. So I think they're going to do it in a I don't know what the word is, but in a more staggered amounts, let's say, in future. Hopefully they'll do that by beta 2. Right, so let's put some research into this. So that's only going to take 3 turns. And what else am I doing? I'm actually going to move my starbase back towards here. There is a bug actually to do with colony ships and population that can occur if you move. Well, basically what I want to do is move my colony ships back onto the planet and then change the population that is on the colony ship. As a default, it sets it to 2.5 billion people, and that's probably a bit too much, I think. Hopefully there's quite a few planets to colonize, and I want to manage my population on Altaria as carefully as possible. So I'm going to need, if I'm going to be moving my colony ships back here, I need to bring a shipyard closer to the planet. And as I mentioned, there is a bug to do with this. You have to be a bit careful. I think if you move a colony ship straight from a shipyard onto a planet, it can cause issues with population going missing. So I do need to be a bit careful. Right, so I'll unanchor this as well, and I'll move that nearer to the planet. And later on I'll move it back over there once I've finished colonizing, I think. Right, so I think that's end of turn. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few of these planets are getting colonized by the other AIs, but there's not much I can do about that. Hopefully I can get over to these areas quick enough. Now I think I've basically explored as much as I can over here with this survey ship. So let's come back over here. All of that star system isn't completely explored either, so there could be a planet here potentially. Right, let's check this out. I'll move up there a couple, so I can reveal that. Right, so let's now come over here. Okay. This scout ship. Just keep on coming down here, look for anomalies for my survey ship a bit later on. There isn't really a way I can increase my range for this scout ship other than upgrading it. That could be an idea. Maybe I should upgrade actually. Okay, so that's going to be my scout ship. I've used up all the cargo space that I can. I've set 3 range modules on here. So I'm going to upgrade the scout ship that I've already got to one of these, I think. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost me. So let's rename this scout. I've got my own naming convention, which is nothing spectacular. It basically tells you what is actually on the ship rather than giving it a fancy name. But so for R3 Scouts Mark II, Mark II being the level of the modules on it. So let's get rid of all that. Scout. Range times 3. Okay, and save. And where's that here? That's there. Okay, brilliant. Right, shipyard and anchored, so I can come back to the planet. How's approval doing? Altarians approval's gone down slightly, so I want to keep that up. It says 100 there, but it says otherwise on a different screen. Okay, can be quite difficult to select this icon sometimes. Okay, is that still right? Good. 2 turns. Right, let's take a look at this then. Can I upgrade this turn? Upgrade. That's the new ship I've made. That would cost me 142 credits. I think that'd be well worth doing. So that takes 2 turns here though. Yeah, I think I will do it there. Upgrades. Upgrade. So once that's fully upgraded, I can move over here. Now it won't have any extra sensors or hyperdrive, sadly though, so it's going to take a while to get over there, and it won't uncover much when it does, but at least I'll be able to get over there. Okay, so next turn. This service ship is coming over here. Hopefully we find an anomaly or 2 on route as well. I don't think you can upgrade your service ship to start, because you don't actually start with the tech that gives you a survey module. Takes quite a while to get that actually. That's come up next to there, and then I'll anchor that. Okay, so planetary improvement. Now I could lessen this to, well, as I mentioned in a previous video, surplus doesn't carry over, so any research I go over the amount needed to get that tech would be wasted, so I should probably lower this if I can, but I have no idea how much I actually need to research it. Now this might be a bit extreme micromanagement. You'll have to let me know how much micromanagement you're willing to watch or let me do in these videos. I tend to micromanage quite a bit, so let's put it on 13. Let's try that. I'll leave it like that. I have no idea how much research I'm wasting there then. Okay, so right, next turn. Okay, research is done. So we now have access to the Xeno farm and a colonial hospital. I haven't really shown the whole tech tree yet, have I, in the previous video? So this is how the tech tree works. It's very linear. You get all of everything is arranged and has their own branch. So here on the influence category, there's 4 different categories. All your economy ones are basically down here. I think there's a tourism branch. Not all the techs are enabled in beta 1. There's a government branch which I don't believe is enabled yet. Your warfare branch, you have weapons up here. So beams, missiles, kinetics, and likewise your defense is down there. One very key technology is planetary invasion. Now in Galciv 3, the technological age feature has been added, so you can't actually research techs that are within the Age of War yet, or the Age of Ascension. You have to research a certain amount of techs before you can research those in the Age of Expansion era. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not. It basically, because the planetary invasion is in the Age of War era, it means you can't invade other systems for quite a while. So that slows down the game, and basically you could probably win the game a lot quicker if that wasn't the case. Yeah, it's still up in the air whether I'm not sure if I like it or not. I haven't really played enough. I know there are some people who actually have asked on the forums for this to be changed. But what tech am I going for next anyway? I have no idea. Xeno-industrializations are pretty important one early on. That increases the factories and laboratories. Is there a range one I could go for? +2 range, that might be worthwhile getting. The movement's pretty important. I think I'll just put it on that as a placeholder. I'm probably not going to be researching anything particularly for a while anyway. Okay, so this survey ship can continue over here. Okay. That is an upgraded scout. Is it already? Looks like it's already finished upgrading. I thought it said 2 turns. Okay. So we now have range to go and explore over here, so I'm doing so. Okay. There might be some planets up there to colonize as well, potentially still. Right, I also have that new... well, I can have farms and a colonial hospital, so I definitely want a colonial hospital. That's equivalent wealth bonuses over there, so I probably don't want to stick it next to that. I think I'll just put the approval colonial hospital over there. On the capital you have quite a lot of food already, much more than a normal planet, double in fact. So I might not make food here, I'm not sure yet. I think I'll put that colonial hospital up in the list. Or here. Probably want a farm there and a colonial hospital there. Farms and colonial hospital are population improvements, so if you stick them next to each other you get adjacency bonuses, which basically will mean you get extra growth bonuses and food bonuses, so that's something to keep in mind, definitely. So colonial hospital there. I think I'll put it at the top of the list as well, get a growth up here, and later on we'll make a farm there as well. Could even make it earlier actually to increase the growth there. The factories, you can see there, we've made one factory, so we're getting 10% now. It's based on population, as I mentioned in the previous video though, so... Oh, actually, we get quite a bit of extra food here because it's a bread basket as well, I've forgotten about that. But more farms won't do us any harm. Right. Okay, so I think I need to change this from research as well, I'd forgotten that. So let's switch this over. How much production is that? 39, so hopefully I can get... I don't think I can do it in 1 turn, but I might be able to get it done in 2 turns. So if I do that much, that should be alright. Okay. Now I might start making some colony ships then. Next turn. Okay. Hopefully there's some colonizable planets over here. Started to look like there isn't though. No, there isn't, because I can see all within 3 tiles. I could explore down here, but I probably won't. I'll bring it over. Well, I might do actually. I could go looking for anomalies for that survey ship. There's one over there actually. Okay, let's come up here. Still no luck. Wow. Pretty terrible starting location then. Okay, so that's done next turn. Next turn. Okay. Let's keep on exploring with this one. Now this guy's range is 28. So I probably need more range up there and range up there. The only... What's my best range colony ship? That one, 28. So I'm gonna need more range on one of those, so I'm gonna have to design one of those in a bit. This one... Up here though. Ooh, finally we found a planet. So it's one... I'm gonna need colony ship with 29 range basically to get that. Because that's got 28 and it's only 1 out. In Galactic Civ 2 you used to be able to colonize planets 1 outside your range, but that's no longer the case sadly. So, well, it's arguably a good thing because it's probably a bug, but it's not going to help me in this situation. Right, so I think... Right, let's bring this one down. If I colonize that, it will give me range to colonize over there. See there, you can see the sparkling around the planet a bit. That means it's a black hole. That's a bug that's in the game. You can basically... Well, it's not going to be any planets around the black hole. That means. there's one down there actually as well. I can see it sparkling a bit. They're talking about potentially adding, well, a feature where ships that go too near a black hole get pulled within the event horizon, so that would be quite cool. But I don't think, well, once you knew that, you probably wouldn't go anywhere near it, would you? That's, yeah, the survey ship I'll bring down here and see if there's any more planets over there. Okay. Now I've got the Colonial Hospital up in Altaria. Do I need any more production? Probably not. So let's switch over to a new colony ship. And I need 29 range, wasn't it? It's quite far away, so I may want to actually give it an engine as well. So 28. Use design. Now some of the older life supports are actually cheaper, but I think just so I don't get confused, I'll just stick a more expensive one on. It doesn't tell you the cost there actually, which is a bit of a pain. We've got 3 on it already. 54 production this will be 62. Let's try hyperdrive plus. That's 16. 117. I think it might just about be worthwhile to put hyperdrive on. Speed is 4, so this will take it to 6, which should probably be worthwhile. Have to take longer to make it. Put hyperdrive there. Very expensive though. I don't know. That's a close decision about whether or not to put hyperdrive on, I think. Let's change this round then. So colony ship, drive times 1, range times 4, and R4. Actually, I'll call it D1 R4 Mark II, because it's level 2 equipment. Right, so I think all that's correct for my naming convention. Right, so let's add one of those colony ships to my shipyard. If I can find it. I wish there was an option actually to get rid of the AI pre-made ones, because they're pretty rubbish. So where are you? There. 147. So can I get 30 production here yet? Probably not. Not quite. I'm not sure another factory would give me enough either. So my approval is going to go down as well. So what can I get and keep the approval up? 20. That'll take me quite a while. I think I just need to maximize my production and forget the approval. I need to get this out quicker. So let's put that there on 27. Now my production will probably go down a bit next turn because the approval hasn't kicked in. You can see the high approval bonuses. Production is now 25%. So I'm probably going to lose 25% from going from 100 to that amount. 86%. And so much I can really do about it. And also I have to change this over from social production to ship production. So how many turns? 6 turns it's going to take. Okay. Right, next turn. Okay. This survey ship. Right, still coming on down here. Found another planet. Oh, brilliant. We found a habitable planet. So I might sneak a colony ship up there in a bit. I don't think there's any danger of anyone else settling it anytime soon. So I need to focus more on settling over here and over here still though. But that's good anyway. Can get it eventually. Right, this is at its maximum range and I can't upgrade this anymore. It doesn't have any more cargo space to stick on extra range modules. I don't have any better quality ones. I could research a higher level of range modules, but I think it takes quite a bit of research to get the next level, so I'm not sure it's worthwhile doing. There was a tech to increase range by 2 though, wasn't there? Actually, that's an idea. I think I should have done... I could have put less on that colony ship and just got the range technology instead. That might have been a better idea actually than doing that. But it does have a hyperdrive on it, so it might be worthwhile anyway. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick to that plan. Just make that colony ship still. The R3 colony probably would have been enough. I need 29 range. Still takes 5 turns though. Yeah, I'm not going to change that around. Production has gone down. It's gone down to 23 because of the approval being reduced, sadly. Okay, so I could actually buy the ship as well, but it cost an absolute fortune. I don't think it's worthwhile doing. There was a bug in the game previously where you could buy ships and it wouldn't actually take the money off, but I think they fixed that now. That was a pretty big bug. Right, still might be a planet down here, potentially, I think. Actually, probably not, because it will be next to another planet. Right, so we've basically explored all around there. There's potential planets that could be down there, so I should bring this to go and explore there. Bring it down there. You can automate ships, but that's a lazy man's option really. You're not going to be playing optimally if you do that. The AI is not particularly good at doing it. Okay. And next turn. I think I might buy this colonial hospital here in a bit though. 209. Might buy it next turn. Or turn after. Okay, come down here. I might eventually get a shipyard here and start making colony ships to come up there. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. What's the scout's range? It's a bit shorter there. Okay, right, bring a scout over here. Actually, the scout's range will be increased over here once this colony ship colonizes that, so that's something to keep in mind. So maybe I do want to keep that scout over there. Or maybe bring that service ship over there in a bit as well. That's can come up here then. No, I will keep it there because that's where I want to explore with it next anyway. Right, Colonial Hospital. I'll figure that in a bit. Next, how long's this got left? 4 turns. I think I do want to put a sizable population on that planet. It's pretty good anyway though, so the default 2.5 billion might be good here. So maybe I should have left the shipyard over there arguably, because it would have been nearer to it, but if I move it now then it won't move production next. If you move this shipyard on the same turn you make ships, it doesn't move the production there properly, I think. Right, so I can come there. Okay. I can move to there and put it on sentry. Okay. It's pretty unlikely that we'll meet any aliens or weapons at this stage in the game, but eventually we'll get some. That approval's gone down there. Oh, it's actually finished that as well. I think I will make the Xeno farm, even though I don't need the food, because I'll get the bonuses to growth from it if I place it next to that. Yeah. Next turn. Okay, idle ship. I may make another one of those colony ships straight away to get up here as well quicker. There's probably some colonizable planet there. I'll have to think about that. Okay, found an anomaly, so I think I'll go and grab that. Okay, it's bugging out and stopping for a reason then. Artifact, ship graveyard. Okay, extra credits for that. Ship graveyards tend to give you a bit of extra, well, an extra ship, I believe. So definitely want to pay a visit to that. How are we doing here? 2 turns. Next turn. Okay, idle ship. Lost survey ship. Wow, if we got... Yeah, we have. We got an extra survey ship. I've never had that before. That's amazing. Considering you can't actually make new survey ships at this point in time, it's definitely amazing. So I can hopefully discover more anomalies of this now. Get more benefits from it. The lost survey ship isn't actually as good as the other one. Its components must be lesser. It's a bit less range. It's got really amazing sensors though, so that's pretty good. Let's come over here with it. It's not quite as fast either, I think. Okay, let's check this. Right, so we're 1 turn away. I have no idea how much production I need to finish it because it doesn't tell you. Something Stardock needs to add. It's 150 odds, that's about around 10%-ish, I'm guessing. So let's change this around. I'm going to start sticking some more into that factory maybe, or I could put some into research even. Wealth. Let's put that on there. Check that. 2 turns, that was too much. Can't remember which way round it is. That ships, is it? 60. I'll do it. Right, 1 turn, good. Okay. And next turn. Okay, idle ship. Okay, what's this? Ship graveyard again, so I'll come and get that. And this one can pay that a visit. Might not have the range for that one, but it's got good sensors there, so it'll probably see quite a bit. We finally finished that colony ship, so its range is pretty good. I may even want to colonize over there potentially with it. I think I'm gonna have to colonize there first though. So let's probably come through the fog as much as I can en route to it. Okay, I'm going to stick another one of those in the list then. Okay. That's got 2.5 population billion on it, so I'm okay with that. I'm not going to move it back to there to change it. I think I should get this factory done. So it's pretty hard to figure out how much production. It's only making... Right, my production went down quite a bit because I took 2.5 billion population off, and that's why it's lowered so much. So let's... I think I put the full whack into it, and I might buy the rest and then make a ship with it next turn. Let's see if farm's getting done soon. I've got quite a bit of money. I need to start spending some of it probably on the odd building or half completed building. Okay, so Maestro, finished that. Population's getting pretty decent. This could definitely... I think with Maestro, I'm actually going to make a colony ship to colonize there, probably, and maybe there as well, with it potentially in a bit. I'll stick a shipyard in the list. May stick that first, actually. Okay, so this service ship can come down there. Extra sensor range for that. And this one, which has huge sensor range, can come over here. What's that? Space junk. This colony ship. Probably want to weave a path through there if I can. Found another anomaly. Good. Right. That one can explore down here. Okay, let's buy this factory then. So it's a heck of a lot cheaper. It's normally 400 odd. And I'll swap all of the rest, all of this production into ship manufacturing. So it's 20 going in there. Okay, so it's 8 turns. And that, how much is this range for that? Right, it's got range up to get to a couple of suns. Whether or not there's colonizable planets up here, we'll have to see though. If we colonize that, it might extend the range up here enough, potentially. I'm not sure though. And I'm too lazy to count out the tiles. It would take quite a while anyway. Okay, so next turn. Okay, Maestro's shipyard's about to get done. Could I rush? Yeah, let's rush that as well. I'll stick that into science. Get some science on the go. At the moment, it's much more important to colonize planets rather than research things, so that's where my concentration lies at the moment. Discovering colonizable planets. Okay, and we have actually found another planet, so we now are aware of 5 colonizable planets. I'd like more than that though, at least 8 I'm hoping for. With the map that I've picked. This or there's some more artifacts up there, so I need to pay those a visit. Okay. Come up here. Okay. How much is that? 7 turns for the research I've put into it. And that's now 6 turns. Okay, next turn. I don't have to be so concerned with populations with these planets, because I'm probably not going to be able to colonize a ton of systems. If you're on a map that has like 30 plus planets that you can colonize, so you have to be really careful about how quickly you colonize, otherwise you won't have any production left on your planets if you use all the population to colonize. This shipyard, I think I'll leave it there, because I'm probably going to colonize there with it. I might want to colonize up here though with it, potentially, if we find something. I'll unanchor it and I'll put it there and anchor it. Okay, come over here. Right, so we found an anomaly, but sadly it isn't within range. What is it? Wormhole. Wormholes take you to another part of the map, so I probably wouldn't want to use that yet anyway. This one. Now nebulas, if you go through them, it gives you negatives, so I've got to be wary about doing that. I think they're going to add it. I think certain nebulas are going to damage your ships at some point, but that feature hasn't been implemented yet. This can come up here. Yeah, come up there. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to call that an end of the video. I've lost track of time a bit, so it's probably near to half an hour, if not more. Okay, so thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you enjoy any of these videos, then please give them a like. You'll be really helping me out. And apart from that, I'll see you next time.